Hey guys, Beta Bricks bringing you guys another addition to the Lego City. We have set 10312, the Jazz Club slash Pizzeria. What can I say about the set? It comes with 6-7 figures. They are all actually kind of interesting, and they all have a little bit more depth to them than the previous figures that we've gone through with previous of the modular builds. The set came out about a year or two ago, and I believe it is $350. If the price is different, I'm going to put it on screen here for you guys. Before we get into the build of the set, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments if you guys have bought any modulars since we've been through this. Now, as always, we're going to be going through the build of the set because this is what you're paying for. You're adding a building to your city. And then we'll go through the figures, and then we'll get into my final thoughts. Alrighty, so going through the top of the build, as always with our modulars, you guys know that the tops of these sets come off. You got a little hatch here on the roof that you can open and close. Nice brand new piece I've never actually seen before. And then on the, moving the box out of the way, gonna recenter this here for you guys. On the next room, if I just gently lift this up, it'll come out. We have these beautiful windows on the front that are like stained glass windows. Very, very, very nice. On the interior, we have like a dressing room for the Jazz Club, as you guys can see here, with all these little shiny pieces and these see-through pieces kind of being lights for the talent to gussy themselves up before they go downstairs and sing or do what they're going to do. And we have some paintings and like a little the plaque that you guys can put your sheet music on so you can practice. And then we also have a stairwell on this side as well. So LEGO always does this thing where they know how to spice up a build or just add that little bit of extra detail that really makes a set pop. And one of the first ones you're going to see with this set is here on the roof of the pizzeria. You know, they're a pizzeria. They make fine spaghetti and pizza for their guests. Well, more importantly, where are they going to get their sauce? Right here, you guys can see that they have tomatoes and carrots and other fresh greenery, presumably maybe some basil. Who knows what the Lego people actually eat and enjoy. But we have all that here in the greenhouse. It folds up really nicely. It just genuinely looks good. So going into the second floor of this, we're gonna gently pull this off so I don't knock over that sign. You guys can see here that, like all Lego modular builds, there's always different attractions or shops thrown in here. So on the second floor of the Jazz Club, we have a little office area, you know, a bunch of little lamps, a little overlook area for people to listen and watch. And on the pizzeria side, we have a sewing studio, which is actually pretty neat. I like it when they always include different businesses or shops. It could be used for the family that runs the pizzeria, or generally could just be a different shop altogether. Definitely neat. On the back side of the build, you guys can see we have a door that opens and closes with a hallway here in the middle and stairs that run up the interior as well. We get these windows that do open, so if you wanted to have them open in your Lego City, you guys could do that. Showing off the front of the office again, just one little office or manager's desk up here for him to interact with clients and talk to people while they're listening to music. Much like the rest of the build, we also have these stained glass windows on the front side as well. It's a reoccurring theme throughout, and I think that they're always awesome to see those when LEGO includes them in builds. Alrighty, so ground floor of this site, we have the pizzeria and the Jazz Club. Though the first thing you guys are going to see when you look at the Jazz Club is you're going to see the sign, which is on 2 plates, and it is a printed plate. Honestly, with the price tag of around $300, $350, I wouldn't expect any less. If they were stickers, I'd be crazy unenthused. Going with the pizzeria, you guys do see that we have the green, white, and red for the sitting area, as well as the colors here on the tarp or like the hangover of the business. And I will say that it's built by a bunch of plates stuck together. I love the design. It just seems very smooth and seamless. You can move them up and down, and you actually have the lamps here as well, just so if you wanted to light build this up and use the small wires to make it shine, you guys absolutely can do that. It's just an epic thing that I think they've added into this set. Just the little detail, again, like I mentioned with the greenhouse. Going on to the interior of both of these sets, we have a gentleman cooking pizza, as you guys can see here on a brick oven pizza over here. Genuinely, it's just made to be very Italian entertained pizza shop. Very down to earth mom and pop shop feel, and I think they achieve that really well. And on the right side here is you got, or your guys' left, my right, you guys can see we have the jazz club. We have a very large stage with a musician playing his instrument, and he comes with a. This is my first time I've seen a Lego like violin or large string instrument, which I think is fascinating that they made those. And they have a large sitting area for everybody within the jazz club, so you can fill with all types of Lego figures from your city, and you can make goofy characters or whoever you want in there, watch jazz, or listen to whatever music you want. Genuinely, I think this is a pretty exciting build in itself. I forgot to also mention on the front here, this ticket booth is actually held on by these two 1x8 flat plates here, and it does wiggle slightly. The only real issue is that they make you put the jazz sign on in bag 14, and when you try to put it straight down onto this kiosk or this booth, most of the time the middle part will just fall through the bottom, so you have to be very careful when you're building that. Personally, I would have moved the jazz sign into the same bag with this, as you can put on the rest of this building without any issue whatsoever. But overall, it's definitely a nice build for that. We're going to go ahead and jump into the figures, and then we'll get into my final thoughts. All right, guys, so we have all the figures here from the Jazz Club. I'm saving my two favorites for last, but we're going to go through all of them here. There are 7 of them. So the first one we have is the jazz singer, and this is the lady who would be sitting on the second floor of the jazz club, you know, getting herself ready to sing or just be the lead act. As you can see here, she has like the Padme Amidala dress piece, and she has a very intricate detail on her chest. The next figure we have here is the chef, or the head pizza man, the baker, if you will. And he obviously has the chef's hat and the whole outfit as well. It genuinely, I love seeing chefs in all the different forms. The only thing that I wish Lego would make to make him just a little bit better is a handheld spaghetti piece. I would love to see him like holding dough or something that's like a tan piece. Maybe someone can make one. The next figure that is kind of out of place is the magician. He has a little rabbit. He has these 3 bricks that they put together, and it's kind of like if you guys have ever seen the magic trick where they have the fabric that they keep pulling, it's like that. And then additionally, he also has a hat that he can hold, and it has flowers coming out of it. The next figure we have here with the hair bun is the ticket teller for the jazz club. She would sit there and she would hand people tickets as they come up for their money. Nothing too special about her, unfortunately. No special torso or leg printing or special hair that makes her stand out from anybody else. I forgot to mention also the magician has beautiful long locks. The last figure that is one of the business owners is the tailor, who's on the second floor of the pizzeria. And you can see because he has big scissors, and on the front and back of him he's wearing like suspenders, like he's ready to do a lot of hard work to get you the outfit that you're trying to have. Now, the last 2 figures are the ones that I personally think hit a special place, at least for me, just because of what they bring to the table. So one figure we have right here is the musician for the jazz club. He has his large string instrument. It's not quite big enough to be like a cello, but it's also not small enough to be a violin, and there are far too many for me to guess what it could be. But the cool thing is that his hairpiece I've never seen before, and his attire generally is really fitting and formal for the experience. Additionally, on the back side, you guys can see here, he has a brick-built holder for his instrument, which is really cool. Obviously, you can't put the instrument in there, but it's nice that he can walk around with it. If you want to take it off of him and put it in like a room or somewhere else within the whole set, you absolutely could do that, and it would just add more detail to what you're trying to show. Now, the last figure I'm going to go into kind of hits a special place at home for me, and that is the pizza delivery guy. Obviously, he comes with the red race hat, or like the motorcycle helmet with the glass piece on front, and he has a green moped, so he is delivering all the pizzas to everyone who needs them and whoever is hungry within Lego City. But the really cool thing about him is, unlike modern Lego City stuff, back in the day there was a pizza delivery boy named Pepper who was really special for Lego. It was like one of their named characters, and they had a whole series of it, and there was a game and everything. And his hair very much reminds me of that. I would love to believe that this is like a hat nod to that series, but obviously we'll never know. But generally, pretty cool figure to get, especially that there is functionality that the wheels work, and you can move the kickstand so that he can drive around your Lego city. I forgot to mention this figure as well, just inserting this here at the end of all the figures. This is a drummer for the jazz singer and the cello player. You can see that she has these two sticks here that she'll be banging on the instrument with. So it's a good figure. I just totally forgot that she was a part of the build until after I had finished everything. Overall, I will say for this set, with the amount of figures you guys get and the playability that it offers, as well as being a modular, you can connect it to your city, I do think that this set is awesome. It's definitely worth your money. I'd recommend picking it up before it goes out of stock. Like I said, I believe this set released about a year or two ago. I'll put the date it was released right here. Most of these modular sets stay on shelves for about 2 to 3 years, and right around their second year, they stop being in store. That's what happened with the City Town Center. With that creator set, they stopped putting it on shelves, and you're only able to get it online. And most people, once it's online only, you kind of just forget about it if you don't see it in stores. But that being said, I would definitely recommend picking up this set. As always, I've been BeardedBricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And hit that notification bell so you guys can see all my future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.